Get to know MCAP's candidates with Sharlene Lindsay.
Which Montserratian has had the biggest impact on your life and in what way?
I would have to say definitely my father, Charlie White. That's where I get my name from. Most people say Charlene, but it's actually Charlene.
Your mother was in love.
From Charles. I think just his work ethic is phenomenal. I've never known him not to work. I've never heard him complain about anything. Just rolls up his sleeve and gets to it. Gets it done. Doesn't complain at all. And his support for me from ever since I can remember. Very strict dad growing up, but very supportive. And so anything that I have become in this life, I have to say that it is because of him. When I wanted to go to the university, and I said, Daddy, I need you to make a bank. And he said, fine, and he did it. And so I think my mom is in there too, but you said Montserratian. You know, my mom is not from Montserrat. But my dad definitely.
Two persons, I don't know if I could do two. During the Defense Force or the volcanic era, Major Lynch, Joseph Lynch, he has been a stalwart for me during that period. You know, he taught us a few things. And then besides him, my stepfather, Robert Allen, he was there from day one. You know, the value of hard work, discipline, you know, integrity, love for God, that sort of thing. So I have to give him that credit.
Yeah.
Ashley Skerry, we call him Junction. That's from Dubstar. He's the owner of Dubstar. He introduced me to music, and from that time, my life just kept going up and up and up. So I would say Ashley Skerry.
Big up yourself, Ashley Skerry.
Big up Ashley.
Old Bramble or Which Montserratian, they are my role models in terms of political icons. I would like to be like Bertram, and I think I have some traits of Bertram. Old Willie Bramble, I rather like him, the way he communicates with people. You know, he's down to earth, he's grassroots, and that's the type of politicians we don't have these days when you're around. So I would love to be like, not his age and not way back where he is now, but exactly.
My former manager, Mrs. Katrina Ryan, may her soul continue to rest in peace. She has been an absolute phenomenal woman, taught me a lot about leadership and being a professional. And I just think I am a lot of who I am is because of her and her nurturing. I'm just really thankful for the time that I spent with her.
Yeah. Fun fact, Katrina's my boss for a short while.
Oh really?
Yes,
So we share something as in common.
She was the statistics girl too. Yes. Straight out of high school.
The late Dr. George Irish. He was instrumental in forming a community group called the Emerald Community Singers, got me involved. And what he did was to go to the different homes and get the lyrics of old songs, like Tony Reddans.
No one said this to me.
Come here, Bula, come here.
I was in Margaret Dyer Howe. I admire her because she was a woman of substance. She was kind, she was nurturing, and she do a lot for women in general in Montserrat. She has started a woman in construction, a very political icon. She also did the Sewing League in the the Roman Catholic Church at that point in time. And she has served Montserrat very well with dignity. And she has also made free education in Montserrat come about under her regime with the Zimbabwe government. And that time, it was something Montserratian welcome because you had to pay this amount of money to go to school and you couldn't get into school. I wanted to go to technical college, but my mother didn't have the $40 to pay. So when Annie Dyer came 2 years after, that was when you have free education. That is something I could identify her with.
$40 is enough.
I told me $40, yeah.
Wow.
To go to the technical college in time.
The same name, my father. I grew up with my father, working with him in the afternoons, working on him in summer, seeing his dedication to his family and how if he wanted something, he would sacrifice the things he wants for the things you want. So he won't buy clothes, he won't buy certain things to ensure that we have our school clothes, to ensure that that kind of thing stuck with me. And the stories he used to give us at night, because that in those days we live in Harris's cable didn't reach Harris at the time. All they had was Antilles television late in the afternoon. The stories he would give about growing up Because he was a talker. Growing up, John Joseph, not John Joseph is a speaker. So every night you hear stories about growing up back in the 40s and 50s and 60s about politics.
Yeah.
And that had a lasting impression on me and the way how we treated people. I've never in my entire life heard my father angry, not even once.
Wow.
I can't recall an incident where I can say my father was angry.
When I'm asked that question, immediately I always say Esco Henry. She was the Attorney General when I was at the Attorney General's chambers, and she was an amazing leader. She saw in us what we possibly didn't see in ourselves at the time. She was very good at leading, she was open, she was honest, and she welcomed feedback from us. So we felt like it was an inclusive environment where we had the opportunity to grow and to contribute.
Nice. Hi, Auntie Esco. She's watching.
She is.